Righty then, so here we are. So the spare's out, all the tools and equipment are out, the underlay's out, and we're going to be cleaning the actual boot itself. So in here it's all grubby. We've tidied that up, hoovered it all out, put just some light bodywork cleaner just in here, just to get all the horrible bits up, and tidied up all the plastics around here, and it will look a hell of a lot better when I've finished. But again, this is the sort of thing that traders take into account when you go to trade in a car. They will go into the boot to make sure the spare is there, and if it looks really plush and clean, bonus, because it's going to reflect on the car's overall look, if you like. And I know, because I've been in the motor trade, and that's what we do. We always check to see if there's a spare, and if there's a spare jack and all the right equipment to change the tyre, the locking wheel nut, all those sorts of things, even down to sort of tools and bits and pieces that are supposed to come with the car, because to resell the car, it has to have everything. So that's to tow the front of the car, because if we don't do that, then it becomes an expense for the trader to put the right equipment back in the car, and that comes off of the trading price, because they'll have to replace it before they can sell the car on. So that's why things like this might seem a bit fastidious, but they are important as well, especially if you're coming to trade in a car. So just bear that in mind, and I'll speak to you all soon. Thanks for watching. Ta-ra. So that's all finished. So we've had the spare wheel out, we've cleaned that, both sides, and the tyre itself, but it's fine. Cleaned the jack and the brace, and the twisting arm to obviously make the jack go up and down. The locking wheel nut's been cleaned, the brace has been cleaned, the packaging that all that goes into has been cleaned, and this was these cloths were clean when I started. So just to give you an idea of something you don't think might be dirty, it really is. So yeah, and put just some, this is the bottom patch, so this goes over the spare tyre itself, but as you can see here, it's a bit grimy, so I will be taking that in the house tonight, and I'll clean that in the house, just to make sure it's all, there's a few little scuffs here and there, so I'll just tidy them up as well, and that'll look brand new. And this is the wheel well now, so nice and clean, dried. We'll give it some bit more time to dry, just dry off, and then so once you've cleaned all that, again, just hoover any bits up that need hoovering up, and that's the job done, and it looks a million times better. And again, this is what traders will see when they come to check that there's the spare wheel and all the spare equipment, and if it looks like that, you know, it would look like a super clean car. Point is cleaning the outside if you're not going to clean the inside, if you like. So just bear that in mind, and I'll give that a little bit of time, and I'll pop everything back in, and that's that job done for today. Thanks for watching. Bye. Right, so we've now removed the rear seat, we've cleaned all of that. In between here where the seat belt fasteners go here and here, so that's all cleaned out as well. These also do need to be washed again, so I'll do a separate video on that. And once you take the rear seat out, this is what you get. So old leaflets, receipts, loads of junk and rubbish, so we'll clean all that, hoover all that out. Nice old Tesco's receipt, God knows what that is, but it's going. As you can see down here, it's not very nice. So when you have the windows open in your car, you'd be surprised how much of this stuff starts flapping about the rest of the car, all over your mats and your carpets and whatever else. So we're going to clean all of this, hoover it all, and give it a good clean as well. Just some light carpet cleaner we can use on this, so that's no problem. Just a microfiber towel, clean all the seat belts, seatbelt holders, and get all that cleaned out as well. So that's the next job, and I'll see you in a bit. Right then, so this is the after. So all of the junk is out. We just sprayed a general sort of interior cleaner over this and cleaned all around the seatbelt housing and the seatbelt clusters themselves. So that's all done. Right down into here. So all the nooks and crannies, all the bits and pieces. Good thing about this as well is you can get to the bottom of the seatbelt here, which you can't normally get to with the seat in the way. So we cleaned all of that as well. And hoovered it all out, nice and sparkly and shiny again, like it should be. And again, depending on what the customer wants, we don't tell customers, or clients should I say, what to do with their cars. We just offer them what they want, and if they decide to take it, they decide to take it. If not, then not. So we don't sort of upsell people, or don't do anything like that. So as we generally would work, we do a basic interior and exterior of the car, and then we do a full appraisal of the vehicle and list all the options the client can have, and then it's down to the client to decide what they want to do with regards to polishing paint or stripping the car like this and getting it properly cleaned. You know, again, it's up to the client, not up to us. So yeah, looks a hell of a lot better, and that's why it's called detailing. Welcome to my world. Thanks for watching, guys.